Welcome back, guys, to Golden Sun as we take on Colosso round 3, where we've beaten 2 rounds already with the power of Ragnarok, swords falling from the sky to defeat our foes. Our synergy is high, our synergy is good, and so we move on to cheat some more, let's put it that way, by checking out the descriptions of each stage. This is a bit cheating with the guys help me out, isn't it? Would you like to hear a description of this stage? Sure thing! And here we go, here's one for Mia. This stage is called the Scales of Justice. Not so much justice if I cheat on it. There are 2 ledges that actually form a scale. When one ledge rises, the other falls. Use the scales to cross the gaps and race to the next stage. This is stage 1, so here's a place we could put Mia. We don't know if we want to yet. It probably won't save as much time as maybe other ones might save. But let's check out stage 2. And here we go, we got some move synergy here. This is the stepping stone stage. We can put Garrett over, move that column to the right, and just jump over the bottom side. You can reach the next stage by jumping from stone to stone. Study the placement of the stones and choose the shortest path. This is stage 2 of the third finals match. Would you like a friend to cheer you on here? No, because we need to find out if there's anything better to send them on. This is stage 3 of the third finals match. Would you like to hear a description? I will. Well, I think this is somewhere we want to place someone. Ivan, this place is called the Wall Wedge. I can see what's going on there. The pistons move back and forth. Avoid them to reach the next stage. Basically, send Ivan and slow that guy down. If your timing is off, a piston might knock you off the ledge. And how can I just go halt people? It's like stopping time. Do we unhalt them? I mean, do we just leave him like that forever? He's like, why isn't Bob pulling the lever? This is stage 3, right? Let's check on stage 4. I definitely think I will want Ivan there, though. But depending or not, they've got gems, so we can move them about a bit. This is stage 4, the third finals match. Would you like to hear a description? We will. So here's a growth one, but of course we don't want to move our Earth Ginny over anywhere. This place is normally called the free climb area. This sheer wall has a bumpy surface. So basically we run in, we go down the left hand side and we climb up all the way. I'll just have to do this one by the look of it. Using those bumps, feel your way up the wall and climb to the next stage. Okay, we'll do that one even though it looks like it'd take a long time. But we want to keep our Earth, our Venus Jin on Oliz. This is stage 5 of the third finals match, right. Okay, this is called the moving sidewalk stage. This is going to be using force, it looks like. The conveyor belt moves opposite direction you need to go. And force is a badge as well, isn't it? And considering it seems to take that long a time, I think I might use Garrett here. Race against it to reach the next stage rather than the move one. But let's check out the final stage first. In case there's something else. Everyone has got an extra stage to it, so we kind of knew that was coming. This is another log rolling area. Right, it's a treasure chest down there, of which we have to move the bottom pillar by the look of it. The obstacle on the stage is the water tank at the exit, and we need to pull them up so we can push the log all the way through to the water by the look of it. So we need to use synergy move. To get across the tank, you'll need to roll the logs. You can get through quickly by moving the logs and stones. Okay, I don't want anyone on this one. So I think we figured out exactly where we want people. 1, 3, and 5. Garrett, Mia, Ivan. So, no, not nothing. Cheer, 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 cheer. Garrett, go. You will cheer for me here. In fact, you will knock that thing and hopefully break that conveyor belt by the look of it. Right, Ivan to number 3. When we can. Ivan, go. And Mia, do you want to just do the first one, which will save me the tiniest amount of time, but we'll go with it. In fact, is move maybe a gem that I have? Well, either way, I'd have to push that one, and I clicked description instead of cheer. If anyone notices my cursor going way too far sometimes when I'm trying to choose options, and why I miss options quite a bit, I'm using the Wii-U Pro controller, and it's a bit sensitive to use a joystick for something that used a D-pad before. Right then, Mia, get in there, and we are done. Time to start the final battle. We've got a good look around, we're head back, and now everyone can come and help me out a bit. Come on, Garrett. Lend a hand. Smash it down. Go on, please work. I'm going to run through that with the greatest of ease. Speaking again about running through things with the greatest of ease. Cheaty, cheaty, cheaty. And then we'll just lift this one up for probably our smallest boost. You never know, this guy might be like super burly fast and be able to do puzzles, and maybe he's got cheaty guys on his team. I don't know. Well, the match is about to begin, so let's get going, and we don't need to do that first one. There's a treasure chest over there, it seems. Do I need it or not? That's a question in and of itself. Run, me! Run! Jump! Jump! There's Mia there, just like, aha, we cheated. Right, we checked a chest. We got ourselves a smoke bomb. Useless. Go! Go! He's still on number 1, so we've got ourselves a little bit of an advantage. He's just got to number 2-ish now. Right, let's not accidentally fall down. That's number 3 for us. We got ourselves a nut. That's all cool. Poor halted guy. Time for us to get climbing. Did he just burst through the stage then? No, he's still on there, which is good for us. He's on to my bit already. Oh my goodness. Right, well, we're running through here with the greatest of ease. And by the look of it, we need to move these specifically so we can get the treasure chest. But what we need to do is use the move synergy to move that upwards. And then we'll judge how close... What? He's already onto this bit as well? Do I bother getting that last treasure chest? Will he beat me there if I do? I'm a bit worried here. Okay, he's actually rolling this already, or is he still pushing? I don't know. Is he going for the treasure chest himself? Go, pick it up faster! A sleep bomb, not useful. Jump, and we did make it there in time, and we got ourselves a claymore as a weapon. So we did the puzzles, we got the chest. We only missed one chest in Colosso, but here we go. So November appears, so everything we've collected thus far is ours to use. We've still got ourselves our nice stuff. Our Claymore's already equipped. We've got ourselves defensive gear. But really, what we're really going to do with it is dump Ragnarok's on his head. With the Claymore, shouldn't it amplify its power a little bit more? Cool. Right, this guy seems a bit big and burly. But I've got full defenses. I've got all the best items. I got there first every time. Okay, Delusion. Which is why Ragnarok just completely kills Delusion. I could have went for the summoning route again. But to be honest, just being burly strong lord, like I am, and casting Ragnarok. What, only 70 damage? Oh, you defended around. That's interesting. That just gives me more damage on you. Defended another round, but I see clearly once again in the meantime, I'm never going to attack normally when I've got more Ragnarok. 6 swords from the sky. 7 swords from the sky. This is where I'm counting wrong. And our opponent is felled. Lord, Olis has collapsed. Why are you collapsing? I won this. Olis! Why are you up there as well? Olis! Olis! I think I won. I won. Olis! I won. Olis! Wake up, me! Olis, get up! You won already. Oh, he's just asleep. He's just a very tired young man, that's all. They all had a laugh, did they? And off they go. Just leave me there. Olis fell asleep. He must be exhausted. Let's leave him to sleep for now. Just there? Can't you take me to a bed, please? Thank you. Champion! Olis? Huh? You've awakened. Indeed I have. Did I win? Colosso? Duh! That ended long ago. You fell into a deep sleep, don't you remember? Well, you know, generally you don't remember sleep that much. So I'll go no. I'm an amnesiac now. Of course he doesn't, he was out cold. You had us worried. I'm sorry for shouting at you. You fought brilliantly to the end, Olis. Babi was singing your praises. Are you okay now, in body and mind? Well, I've had a good rest. Surely my synergy's back. He'd better be alright after sleeping this long. Sheesh. I'm sorry for shouting again. Stop it, Garrett. I'm feeling aggressed upon. Babi said he wanted to see you when you came on to Olis. Okay. If you're okay, should we go see Babi? Let's go see Babi. You're fine, aren't you, Olis? You shouting at me again? I'm worried about what Babi wants. Let's get going. Do I get any winnings? You know I did win the tournament, right? I want winnings. Are you sure you should be getting up so suddenly like that? He's fine. He doesn't want to lounge around all day. I see. Let's go see Babi then. So, in Babi's palace, off to see Babi, and considering we should know roughly the layout, no one's going to sleep in this big bedroom until the next Colosso. Even so, we still have to keep it cleaned up. I hate that. Well, you hate cleaning places that would otherwise gather tons and tons of dust if you just left it as was. That's not exactly that, it's not that stupid. Let's go through though, however, in the meantime, and meet up with Babi. I've been waiting for you, and your companions, Olis. I was going to say Olis and companions there. I've been waiting here because I wanted to speak with you. It's hard to talk when you're so far away. Come over here. The battles at Colosso were spectacular. It was most rewarding to see Babi's favoured warrior steal the day. Hyodam, bring him the victor's prize. Ooh. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. It's the chair. It's a flower pot. I don't know. Olis received the lure cap, which looks weird. That's the victor's prize? They better have crazy defensive stats. Incidentally, Olis, are you feeling better now? Well, yes, I've had a nice nap and I wouldn't be in front of you if I was feeling bad. Ah, the recuperative powers of youth, and after such fierce battles. Who could expect less from the warriors who rescued me? Enough with the flattery. Let's get to the point. Why were we summoned? Such insolence! Who do you think you are to speak to Babi so? Let it be, Hyodam. There are other ways to judge a man. What is it you said you were called? He's talking to you, Garrett. That's right, Garrett. We shall explain all. We intended to thank you and your companions for saving Babi, Olis. But it would seem that gratitude is not enough. I have disclosed everything to Hyodam. I thought he was saying it sarcastically because Garrett was all mean. What do you mean by everything? You do wish to know more about Lemuria, correct? Yes, I wouldn't mind. You bring it up after all. Yes, indeed. Your desire is as plain as day. I've just seen Synergy for the first time. It is an awesome power. I used my cloak ball to show him Synergy. No one else could see it, but I knew Olis's tournament was strange. Well, yeah, those, parts of the obstacles weren't even working. I thought it unlikely that you would fight using such power. How many did I use? 19 swords from the sky? Someone check that fact. No need to be ashamed, Olis. Synergy is also a warrior's power. Indeed it is, if you want to save the world by some kind of prophecy by the sound of it. When I first learned of your power, I was shocked. I thought you might be Lemurians. You have mentioned Lemuria many times, Babi. What is it? It is the city of an ancient people, lying far out at sea. Many years ago, about the time of the Great Flood, Babi went to Lemuria. I see. The Great Flood struck while I was traveling with Lumpa. Lumpa? You mean the Lumpa the thief? I know it is hard to believe. It happened 100 years ago. You mean those rumors about you are true? Kraden once mentioned the Stone of Sages. Do you think that's what did it? Yes, Garrett, you insightful person, you. He says unsure. So the stone that grants immortality came from Lemuria. So you've even heard of the Stone of Sages? I'm afraid I don't have it. It is the draft of Lemuria that has allowed me to live for so long. The draft of Lemuria? It is a magical draft, once taken by those who lived in Lemuria. And just drinking stops you from aging. Is this like a drinking game going on here, by the way? How many times can one say Lemuria? Is that what it does? It would be more accurate to say it slows the aging process. There is death in Lemuria. But it only comes to those whose senses have failed from centuries of use. Do the people of Lemuria use synergy like we do? You have that draft, Babi. That's why you've lived so long. And become wealthy enough to rule Tolby. What are you getting at? What is your purpose in making everyone study alchemy? I'm starting to wonder myself. What do you hope to gain, Babi? If I'd attained true immortality, there would be no need for all this research. I'm not sure I understand. I had precious little draft, and now I am running out. You all saw it. There was but little left in the cave. How long will it last? And what will happen when it runs out? It will run out any day now, and when it does, my life is at its end. Why didn't you tell us sooner? We must hurry to Lemuria. It is pointless. What on earth do you mean, pointless? We cannot find Lemuria. But you just said it lies far out at sea. If we search the seas, we're sure to find it. Easier said than done. I've sent so many ships in the past in search of Lemuria. This must have been long before I joined you, but still you failed? I needed more Lemurian draft, but I couldn't find Lemuria. Why did you collapse in the cave if you still had more draft? I have been rationing it, but this time I waited too long between drinks. You were trying to make it last longer. I overexerted myself trying to find Lemuria before it ran out. And your reason for calling us here has to do with Lemuria? Exactly! I want you to find Lemuria. This is worse than the start of the game when it was going elemental stars every 2 seconds. Lemuria! I have not been able to locate Lemuria by sea, but perhaps by air. I can hide it no longer. I have built Babi Lighthouse to see if I can find Lemuria at sea. What? That's why you're building the lighthouse? No, there's more to it than that. We've spotted something in the ocean southeast of the lighthouse, where Lemuria should be. Something dangerous, no doubt. What? Monsters? We can handle them. That may be. However, something else troubles me more. What is it, my lord? No sailor has been able to keep his bearings at sea. You're kidding. You mean they can't even keep a straight course? Is there something that distorts distance or direction or something? The current shift there, subtly changing a ship's direction. So the lighthouse will help the ships keep their bearings. So how exactly did you get away from Lemuria after the flood, Babi? That is the thing, Garrett! I crossed the sea in a Lemurian ship. I'm hoping you can sail it. But why us, when you have so many powerful soldiers at your disposal? None of them have the ability to use synergy. One must have synergy to sail this ship. Then that would mean that Babi is an adept, wouldn't it? Yes, it must mean, unless he had people that came with him. And considering he said he's not an adept, but he can use this... I'm kind of... He said it was technology, didn't he? So no would be the answer. But Oliz, no normal person could master the cloak ball. I learned to use a little synergy during my stay in Lemuria. Okay, so maybe he's a little adept. With what little I'd learned, I was able to guide the ship. In that case, perhaps I could sail the ship. No, it must be an adept. What should we do, Oliz? Will you do what he wants? If you do, I will grant you whatever you wish. So we get to the point. You shouldn't make vows you will later find you cannot keep. I haven't even considered my own wishes lately. In that case, I could provide you with a wealth of items you might like. Babi's offer is very generous. You will consider going, won't you? A wealth of items that I might like is something I might like. Oliz, we have to beat Felix and the others at the Lighthouse. Indeed, we do. The Lighthouse? But this might find us some stuff. Do you mean Venus Lighthouse? Well then, our paths are intertwined. I too must go to Venus Lighthouse. Well, convenience. But we cannot get to the top of Venus Lighthouse, can we? These adepts may be able to solve the riddle that blocks us. Ah, I see. The thought hadn't occurred to me. Oliz, you shall go to Venus Lighthouse with Yodam. Do not worry. You can take care of your own business first. I see. If they can solve the riddle of the lighthouse, then our own wishes will have been fulfilled. So we can search for Lemuria after they complete their own quest. Is that acceptable? I think so. Ah, you will undertake this quest. I am most grateful. Well, you've got to have more things in the pipeline. Save the world, find Lemuria after. You know, adventure's life's got to be busy. You've got to have goals. He is most grateful. In any case, you will need my assistance to reach the lighthouse. I'll make preparations that I'm ready to leave at any time. I take my leave now to make preparations. And you can all meet at Gondowan Passage. That's a brilliant idea. One more thing. I'd like you to think about a suitable reward. Yes, I will take care of that immediately as well. I shall be waiting for you at the passage. Your first task shall be the riddles of Venus Lighthouse. I'm counting on you, Oliz. Right then, so as we join up once more, it's time to end another episode of Golden Sun. We have ourselves a mission after our mission, but let's sort out our world-saving mission first of all. To Venus Lighthouse it seems to be, or to the Gondowan Passage, and hopefully a way to maybe backtrack a bit for some things we've missed. After all, supposedly I missed one gin way back, so let's go get that as well if we can. For now, I bid you farewell. Join me next time. Bye-bye.